Welcome YouTube. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. We have weekly content coming out. And welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'm going to be covering today's episode. Today's episode, I want to talk about something that's actually fresh in my head because I saw it three or four times last night. It's called direct lays. Now, what direct lays are once there is a point established, or before. It can be played really at any time. Some players will play it once there's a point established, some will not. I'll cover both. Once there's a point established, players will decide that they want to bet against that point or against other points. Some players only do the 4 and 10. Some players will choose to do the point. So let's say a player wants to do the point and they want to do, say, 75, but you can do really as little as $15 if you were on a $10 table. But we'll just say 75 for the ease of it, okay? So somebody will throw a 75, and what they will say, the terminology they will use is they will say $75 no 5. That means no 5. They don't think a 5 is going to come. So a direct lay will go behind the number, it goes where don't comes go, and it will be marked with a lay button. But there is a commission. Now the commission is based off of what you would win, not your bet. As most things are with dice, such as buy bets, the commission is generally based on the lower number. You have to bet 75, but you're only going to win 50. So the 20% commission, they're going to charge you $2 as a courtesy. It's actually $2.50, but they're only going to charge you $2. So you have to pay $2 to be able to lay the 5, to do a $75 no 5. Could also do a $50 no 10 or even a $100 no 10. Now if it were a $50 no 10, the commission would be based off of a quarter because that's all it's going to win. So it'd be $1. If you're going to do a $100 no 10, the commission is going to be $2 because you would win $50. And now all you were hoping for is a 7. You're hoping for a 7 out so that you can win your money. Now, what a lay is what a direct lay is it is a bet that is bypassing the don't come to go directly behind the number of your choice, to bet against the number of your choice. Now, the reason there is a commission is because this is a true odds bet. Because since you don't have the don't come, you don't have any bet that's paying you even money. All you have is a bet that's paying you the odds, or the lay. And that would be based off of true odds. So say on the 5 or 9, the true odds are, as far as the 7 coming, 3 to 2. There's 6 ways to win, 4 ways to lose. There's 6 ways for a 7 to roll, 4 ways for a 5 to roll. So that comes out to 3 to 2 odds. So every 3 pays you 2. So if I have 3 green chips, it's going to pay me 2 green chips. It's the easiest way of doing that math. So that would pay $50. Now, because it is true odds, when it comes to the lay itself, there is no house edge at all. There's no player edge either, however. And that's where the commission comes in. The commission is the house edge. And it's pretty small. You're going to pay $1 for every $20 to $25 that you are going to win. But you pay the commission in advance at most casinos. Some will pay afterwards, but most of them you're going to pay in advance. And then, like I said, you're just hoping for that 7 to roll. Is this a good bet? Kind of depends. Because again, true odds. No house edge, no player edge. What that means is that over the course of time, if you play this bet consistently all the time, you're going to even out. The more rolls you see, the more the math smooths out and the more the statistics start to come into play. All right, the shorter amount of time you play, the more likely you are to see spikes in the math because it takes a while for the statistics to actually smooth out entirely to where it comes out to what would be true odds. So over time, this math is going to smooth out for you, and it's just going to end up being true odds. So the longer you play, the more guaranteed your loss is going to be. How are you going to lose if it's true odds, you say? The commission. The commission, 20% commission. That means it's a slow grind loss, but it's definitely going to be a loss over time. Now, in the short term, absolutely you can win on this. Just like any other strategy, in the short term, you can win. All it depends is the certain spikes in the dice and in the rolls. In this case, what you were looking for is what they call a cold table. You're looking for a lot of sevens to be coming out. What you are not looking for is a lot of numbers to be rolled, because these will lose if their number is rolled. And here's the thing. Let's say that no 10. Let's say you decide to do a no 10 even though the point is 5. You're only going to lay the 10. But you're going to win $50 when the 7 comes. Okay? So you're going to win 50. Take it back. Now, just to break even, you need to have 2 7s roll for every 10 that rolls. Because when a 10 rolls, you're going to lose $100. So you need to win twice to just break even, not counting your commission. Since that would be out of 3 rolls, you would actually have lost $6. Or out of three bets, the 2 that you win, the 1 that you lose, you would have lost $3 or $6. So you need to win, again, twice for every time you lose. True odds. I see players bet this strategy and win. They come up with $100. They do a $50 no 10. Then after they win one, then they do a $50 no 4 and no 10, so that they can win $50 combined between the two, 25 each. So they come up with their $100. Next thing you know, they've got $350, $400 in front of them because they came at the right time. They came in a cold table. They've got $350, $400 in front of them. Do they walk away? Of course not. They keep playing the same thing, and the math, of course, smooths out over time. Next thing you know, the player is buying in again. Like I said, I saw the strategy 3 or 4 times last night. I saw not one single player playing the strategy walk away a winner. 3 of the 4 could have if they'd walked away at the right time. One of them came up to the table at probably the worst possible time that they could have come up to the table. You want to do this bet when it's a cold table. They happen to come up right at the beginning of the best roll of the night. So at least for that table, that cruise, so they got wiped out repeatedly. Now, some players will play it when there is a point. Some players will play it when there is not a point. One popular way of playing this bet is to do a $100 no 10 and a $100 no 4. Now, what is the commission? Some of you that are watching this might say this commission is $4. You would be wrong. This wins 50. This wins 50 for a combined total of $100. What is 20% of $100? $5. $5. Because remember, the commission on this $50 it wins is actually $2.50. So if you were to bet it once, let's say you say I want to do a $100 no 10, they're going to charge you $2. After you've paid that $2, if you say, you know what, let me also get a $100 no 4, the dealer's going to say, I need $3 from you. The casino, while they do that little courtesy of dropping off that change, which is rare, most things, if there is change, the casino will keep it, not the other way around. In this particular case, they have what they call the courtesy bets, but that only goes so far. They're not going to let people take advantage of that. So some people will bet this bet right here, the 4 and 10, because it's the least likely to roll. Unfortunately, they do still roll often enough that, again, this is over time not going to be a huge winning bet. But they like to play it when the point is off. Why do they like to play it when the point is off? Because if the 7 rolls at this point, they are winning, and so are the other players. The thing about betting lays and don't pass and don't come bets is, in the eyes of some players, it is a very antagonistic bet. I'll tell you a couple of secrets. Secret number 1, this bet, just like the don't pass and the don't come, is not betting with the casino. There is no such thing. If there was any bet in a casino that was betting with the casinos would not be open. It is not betting with the casino. We're charging a commission. The casino is making money off of you either way. Trust me. If this was a bet betting with the casino, so it's going to win, it just wouldn't exist. Let's be realistic here. The other side of it is, some players will look at this and go, oh, they're betting against the shooter. No, they're really not. They're simply betting what they think the dice are going to do, which is any other gambling. If you're betting the pass line, you are betting that you think the dice are going to roll that point, that winning point. If you were betting the don't pass, you are simply saying that you think the dice are going to roll a 7 out. Right? And there are certainly dangers to the don't pass, especially on the come out roll. Those are where you don't want to bet those. And we'll do a very in-depth analysis of the don't pass in a future video. Right? The way to look at these bets, it's not betting against the player, it's not betting with the house. Think of it this way. If you go play roulette and you bet red and another player bets black, are they betting against you? No, they're just betting how they think that ball is going to drop. So if you're betting the do and they're betting the don't, that's the same as betting red and black. Nobody's antagonistic. Nobody is betting against anybody else. However, a lot of players do look at it that way, which is why this on the come-out roll becomes a little bit more popular. Because when it's on the come-out roll, everybody wins if a 7 comes. This player is going to win, and players playing the pass line will win. Some players, when they bet these, they're going to keep them up because they're hoping for that string of 7s to come around. They're hoping for that come-out roll where we get 4 7s that come out on a come-out roll. It certainly happens with amusing regularity at times. It almost always happens into a very funny come-out roll. So they'll want to stay up. Now, when it comes to staying up on these, once it has won, if you want to stay up, you have to pay your commission again. So if the player says, keep me up, then the dealer is going to give them their winnings and say, I need $5. And the player is going to throw in the $5 for the commission for the 2 bets. There we go. Now, before I end this video, I want to answer one question that might pop up to people. What happens if you decide you don't want the bet anymore? What happens to your commission? Is the commission gone? No, it's actually not. So, let's start this with one. Let's say you bet a $75 no 5. And while some players will do the 4 and 10, others will do the 5 and 9 because it pays a little bit better while still not being super common. There's other players that will do the 6 and 8 because it pays the most. The reason it pays the most is it has the best odds of losing. 6 ways to win, 5 ways to lose on either one of these. So it comes a lot closer to being 50-50, which is why it comes a lot closer to paying even money. Every $30 will pay you $25. Every $30 here pays you $20. Every $30 here pays you $15. So the player lays the 5. They've paid their $2 commission. Say a number rolls and it's, say, the 6. And the player goes, man, that was really close to a 5. I'm just not feeling it. I think this player is going to roll really well. Let me take my lay down. Well, they paid a $2 commission, correct? So the dealer is going to give them their $2 back. If you take the bet down, there's no need to pay a commission on it anymore, so you're going to get it back. Now here's where casinos try and be a little bit more aware. Okay? Let's say a player says, I want a $20 no 10. Okay, that's going to be $1. So the player throws in $1. Now the player says, you know what, let me get a $20 no 4 also. Now, some casinos combine the lays when it comes to commission. So they're going to look at this and go, well, this would win $10. This would win $10. So the commission would only be $1 for $20 total win. So they're not going to charge $1, just the original $1 that was given in. Some casinos are going to keep them as separate bets and charge $1 again. And the reason I'm going to charge $1 again is for what I'm about to show you. Now, the dice roll, let's say an 8 rolls, and the player says, let me get my no 4 back. What some players are hoping is that the casino gives them their $1 back, and now they have a free lay with no commission, if they only paid $1. If the casino combined them, so their second lay, they didn't charge them an extra $1. So some casinos are going to treat them as separate bets and charge $1 each. And then that way, if a player tries to do that, other casinos are going to say, well, let me get my no 4 down. You got it. Here you go. And they're not going to give you your $1 back. And if the player says, oh, well, where's my $1? It's in there. If you want your $1 back, you're going to have to take them both back. So that's just what we call a shot that some players will try and take. More often going to see that at break-in casinos with newer dealers that are a little bit more unsure of themselves. So that is a brief overview of the direct lays. A couple minor direct lay betting strategies, why players do them, and whether or not they work. So thank you for watching, YouTube. We will catch you next time. Please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons.